Hey everybody, let's talk Portuguese. Today we're going to be talking about the future subjunctive and a little Brazilian habit of saying quando ver. Something that I've noticed in Brazilian speech is the tendency to say quando ver in contexts like quando te ver or when I see you in the future. For many, if you say quando vir, they look at you perplexed and say no, it's quando ver. People who learn Portuguese as a second language also make this mistake because of how similar the future subjunctive often is to the infinitive or unconjugated form of a verb. So which is it after all, quando ver or quando vir? To figure that out, let's first look at how we construct the future subjunctive in Portuguese. It's in fact quite simple and it works on every verb in the Portuguese language. The trick is, you need to take the third person in the past preterite or simple past and take off the plural ending. It works with regular verbs like colocar. So with a verb like colocar, you have third person or vocês, eles, elas, you have the past preterite or simple past, colocaram, and you take off the plural ending, ão. So you're left with colocar, which does look the same as the infinitive form of the verb. That turns into quando eu colocar, quando tu colocares, quando nós colocarmos, quando vocês colocarem, and so on. But this also works with irregular verbs in the Portuguese language like fazer. All you have to do is put it through all three steps. First you take the third person, vocês, then you put it in the simple past, fizeram, and then you take off the plural ending, ão. So you're left with fizer. Quando eu fizer, quando tu fizeres, quando nós fizermos, quando vocês fizerem, and so on. So let's put ver to the test. Third person, vocês, simple past, virão, take off the plural ending, ão. We're left with vir. So, em bom português, we should be saying quando vir. Quando eu vir, quando tu vires, quando nós virmos, quando vocês virem, and so on. The spoken language is obviously more flexible, and people often make more technical errors that are not seen as that big of a deal. So although in Brazil it's common to say quando ver, when we're writing, it's important to be a little bit more careful and take notice of what we're saying. Now let's talk about vir and why that causes some confusion. Because some people get the future subjunctive mixed up with the infinitive form of the verb, people think that when you say quando vir, you're referring to the verb vir. But that's not the case because of the process that we use, in the case of native speakers automatically, to get the future subjunctive conjugation of quando vir. In the case of the verb vir itself, we have quando vier, quando vieres, and so on, because in the past tense we have eles vieram. And that's all I've got for this edition. If you learned something, found it interesting, or otherwise just enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up so that I know that. If you're not already, you might think about subscribing to my channel so that you don't miss a video. And I also have a lot of other videos on my channel about the Portuguese language that you can find in a playlist in the eye above or directly on my channel. And I will see you next time.